One man's idea started the Minnesota Weapons Collectors Association.
To the town of Opry rode a stranger.
Osborne Clavestad, better known as Ozzy, set out to form a group of people interested in history and antique arms. Ozzy and Ozzy's good friend Chuck Bettles, the future secretary of the club, banded together. After many years of small meetings and with the help of the Wisconsin weapons collectors, Ozzy's idea became a reality. A museum/restaurant, later known as the Stagecoach, served as the MWCA's meeting place.
Probably most of the people seeing and listening to this won't remember the Stagecoach, but it was a combination restaurant museum featuring the fairly large firearms collection of Ozzy Clavestad.
On August 25th, 1954, 51 people flooded into the Stagecoach to become official members of the MWCA. All 51 new members paid a membership fee of $2. This gave the newly formed organization the capital it needed to start operating.
My brothers Bill and Tom joined at the same time, and I don't precisely remember the order of our joining. The main thing is we all three chipped in our $2 membership fee is what they were looking for to begin with.
The NWCA provides an opportunity for collectors to buy, sell, and trade arms. More importantly, the organization serves as a forum for the social interaction and fellowship amongst those interested in the hobby of arms collecting.
And some of the benefits of being a member, it's not only the discounted admissions or the reduced table rents that you pay, but it's the time with other people. And the organization was founded and is still, for the most part, is a group of collectors. And I think that's the part that I like the most.
Some of these people are like family to one another. Some people may not like each other. That's entirely possible. But then there's a great many people that have some of their closest friends that they see 6 or 9 times a year at these various gun shows.
You know, a bunch of nice guys, and they come and they talk and they sell their wares, and there's collectors and dealers. But the dealers are also collectors too, so. You know, and as things evolve, people get older, and now we're trying to get more young people involved, and we need to.
I came to the shows as a very young person with my dad, and at one time he was relatively active in Minnesota Weapons Collectors, and he's since passed away. But it's the people that I've met, and the things that I've seen, and the things that I've been able to pick up. And I think all of us would agree that when you collect anything, no matter what it is, the fun is in the hunt or the chase. And those are things that, for me, that's my social life. You know, and as narrow as that may seem, but it's people that I can count on, I've known for years, and I trust very much. And those are all very, very fond memories.
MWCA-sponsored gun shows allow for these types of opportunities. The organization currently sponsors 9 gun shows a year. These gun shows cover a broad spectrum of arms collecting, and antique to modern arms and edged weapons, and sporting collectibles. The wide diversity of interests is just one of the many strong points and benefits of the group.
There's a fountain of knowledge in this building that most people really don't know exists, but the ones that do know exist refer to it as a library that's verbal. Probably something should be done, and a lot of this should be written down board tape for future use, because when some of these individuals are no longer with us, that information is going to be lost for the ages.
Every weekend in almost every state in America, gun shows attract thousands of hunters, collectors, and gun enthusiasts. But they're not the only ones. Criminals are attracted to gun shows.
By and large, most major media coverage of gun ownership, gun shows, shooters and hunters is flawed. They've taken party line belief that everybody that comes here is a knucklehead or a crazy or wants to overthrow the government. And that's not true at all. There's Fortune 500 individuals walking these aisles, as well as somebody that's down and out. There's no economic dividing barrier here. Everybody just has a common interest in firearms. However, the media, because of the vast ability that they have to pick and choose certain subjects in film clips and audio and video clips, they can do a wonderful job of portraying people at gun shows, gun owners, gun stores as being knuckleheads.
You know, that anybody can buy a gun at a gun show. Well, there's a lot of misinformation in that. And the majority of the people here do have FFLs, and they have to go through the proper paperwork. And if anyone's ever purchased a gun, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I sold guns to other people, and I helped some other people who were just beginning learn how to handle their firearms safely.
Safety was another issue that was addressed. You know, the good thing that we have here is that the guns are checked as they come in, both guns that are for sale or trade as well as personal carry type guns. I think as a vendor myself, I sell cases and holsters, and the only reason I mention that is oftentimes people will produce a gun that they want a holster for that's, you know, already on their person concealed. So we make sure that the gun has been properly checked, and I always ask them beforehand, has it been checked? Is the chamber clear? Is the magazine out of the gun?
The MWCA requires that all firearms entering a sponsored event must be unloaded. This includes conceal and carry.
Safety was always my first idea, because I'd seen a few accidents happen in my life, even a few in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps during World War II, and the first dead Marines that I saw were not over in the South Pacific. They were in California, victims of accidents.
All firearms must be checked by security and secured. A professional checks to see if the firearm is unloaded. Afterwards, a tie is put around the chamber and the gun is put on safety. All firearms must remain unloaded while in the building, and all firearms leaving the building must be cased. To ensure that all firearms are cased, the MWCA sells gun cases for a charitable price of $2.
$125,000 have been donated to groups over the last 6 years. Where that money goes, it's most of it's youth shooting or non-traditional in the fact that maybe it's supporting a women's group and trying to make these shows not just a male-dominated, but you know, including women, spouses, and children at this event in a safe environment.
Didn't know anything about firearms really when I started this position. And as I evolved into it, I realized, and in doing some work over at the Capitol with an older gentleman, World War II vet, he said other countries don't really, you realize how important they are, and what keeps us free as a nation is our ability to own firearms legally and responsibly.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
The Second Amendment basically guarantees all of the other amendments of the Constitution. Armed people are citizens. Unarmed people are subjects. That is why historians and scholars will tell you other countries have been loath to invade this country, because they know there's an armed citizenry that will take up arms and in effect become the militia.
Do you know a lot about the arms? How'd you learn all? Did your dad teach you all?
Yeah, he taught me a lot. Yeah.
Are you saying that you learned most of it on your own?
No. I learned, especially when he was building one. King David, we're selling him.
Wait,
Yeah, just to get a scope.
Oh. You guys built this gun together?
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yep. Very.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's medical stock, batteries, a tuning kit.
How many shows do you guys go to a year? Or
Try to get to all the weapons collections.
Yeah.
We don't go out of town.
Yeah.
More like Rochester or anything. We stick to the Twin Cities now because it's just better that way for us.
Yeah. Are you guys members of the Minnesota Weapons?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I am. Yes.
Okay.
I haven't joined yet.
All right, rock on. If you're
Get membership in the Minnesota Weapons Collectors. You can pick up an application at the show. You can download one online. I don't know if that's the correct term, but I think it is. Print it off. And you get a couple of our members, current members, to sign for you. That's just something that's been done forever. And we like that. We like to have kind of a recommendation from other people. And membership is $35 for the first calendar year. And after that, when you renew, it's $30. Our memberships are good for the calendar year.
The only thing we ask is that you apply in writing for a donation, and you'll get something. You may not get everything you want, but you will get something. And then when you're done, be sure and send us a thank you or a recap of the event so that we can keep track of how things are going. We've endowed thousands of operations, and we plan on doing thousands more. Thank you.